Hi guys, welcome to this video for D100 Dungeon, the World Builder expansion book. So this is a book that what's going to do is it's going to allow us to map the world in which our adventurer is going to be playing in. All you need to add this to your games is either the PDF, which you can print, softback or a hardback copy. We're going to be using the hardback copy in this video. And you need your D100 Dungeon rules as well. It's fully integratable with all the other expansions. In fact, I've been playtesting this for quite a while now, and I've been using lots of rules from the Lost Tome of Extraordinary Rules expansion. We've been using the combat sheets. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to create a land in which we're adventuring in. Instead of just performing before your next quest phase, you're going to be looking for quests, and they're going to be spread out on one of these map sheets. The goal is to find 25 quests on that sheet, perform them and complete them before moving on to another area, but you can decide to move on at any time. You can travel from these lands to the campaign game, the campaign in the Adventurer's Companion and in the Dragon's Return books. You can also go off and leave this land and go and do the Dragon Armor quest in the adventure book. And again, if any more crop up, any more campaigns that we do, you can just move off and go and explore and do those campaigns and adventures, and then come back to this land here. If you don't complete 25, there's nothing stopping you going off and creating a new land, and you can add new land sheets as well, and it's all fully integrated in the rules. There's different terrain types, and while you're in these terrain types you'll be encountering events and settlements. You can go to settlements and perform a modified version of the before your next quest phase. So on the MK Games website you'll find the key game sheets that you're going to need to play this. You've got the a map key of how all the mapping works, and we're going to this in a tutorial video that I'll do that follows on from this, on how to set up the game for playing, and then we'll go through some points about how to record things and how to detail things in a follow-up video. It's got the World Builder action sheet. So basically you'll be exploring this land and performing actions. All the actions that you're required to do are on this sheet here as in a note form, so it's like your handy sheet for this game. The new style adventure sheet, which has got some extra skills on, and we've improved the witchery box for you to record your witchery effects, and added on a little bit of information here at the bottom, and this is in that download that's online as well. You can have mounts, so there's a mount sheet, various different types of mounts, from camels to horses to all manner of things. I won't spoil it too much for you, and you can ride between these hexes on your mounts. There's a calendar, so as you spend actions, let's find the calendar sheet. So you have a calendar, and you start off on a certain year, which is decided by how far you've progressed in the D100 Dungeon game so far, your characters, how far they've developed in their game, whether they've played the adventure books or the campaigns and so forth. And then there's all the months, and as you spend actions you cross off those on the calendar, and at the end of the year then you would begin a new calendar. And it's quite important to track your time in the game, because you might have an event that's going to be sprung on you in the future, so you would have a mark in the future, and then as you approach it on that day, then it will be revealed to you. So there's few elements there which we'll go into in the rules, and there's a sheet here to record all those events that might be sprung on you and so forth. And then there's these hex sheets. This is just a duplicate of what we've already seen, so I'll put that to one side. So you start off with a starting hex sheet, and I don't know whether you can just about see it. It's just slightly greyed. That's where your home hex is going to begin, and as you start playing the game you'll be generating all these hexes around your home hex and in creating places where there could be quests that you're going to be performing, and on the back of it there's details for those quests to be recorded. So there's two hex sheets, one with the grey central position for your starting hex and one without. So they're all the sheets that you get with it. This, as I said, this is one that I've been generating myself, and there's some information there. So basically we'll have a quick thumb through of the World Builder book, and then I'll move on and do some videos that come out in a few weeks, or a few days time, to back up how we play the game. A quick thumb through. So usual thing, the index page, and then there's instructions here how side quests and quests work, your terrain symbols and the directional hex, which is how you determine random hexes. We're also going to introduce a D3. We've already been using a D3 in the game when we've been rolling for damage. So normally when you roll damage you're basically rolling a three-sided dice. So results of 1 to 2 is going to be a 1, 3 to 4 is a 2, and 5 to 6 is 3. There are D3s available. You can buy them. You can make your own. I've made my own. There's my damage die that I made. So you can sort that out. Instructions there on beginning the world builder and the map setup, how you generate your starting map, and we'll go into that in more detail. And then there's the instructions for the world builder game. Now the book is 104 pages. A lot of it is tables and events. So let's go on to, okay, so right, so we've got from page 37 onwards it's all events. So the actual rules are contained within the first 36 pages, which might seem a lot, but it plays through quite straightforward. Once you've got the actions under your belt, you don't even need to look at this, you just play them from turn to turn, and that covers all the actions. And then you've got generating side quests and how you generate a quest. There's no predetermined quests in this add-on, so all the quests that you will encounter on your hex sheet are generated. So they're going to be changing quite a bit and being easier and more difficult depending on how you roll on the generation, and we'll go through all that step by step. Probably do a video for each one that we play through, so there'll be a quest just showing you how to generate, there'll be a video just showing you how to generate quests. So there isn't a great deal of rules. Owning a mount, you probably will begin the game and you probably won't get the opportunity to own a mount probably for the first few hours that you play the actual game, so you wouldn't need to concentrate on those until you actually got a mount. And there's travelling to faraway lands, so as we explained before, when you're travelling to a new hex sheet or to a campaign or an adventure book location, you wouldn't need those rules, so you could skip those. And then you get onto your events. So there's a good proportion of the book which is events. Got about that much, where you'll be looking up these keywords. So we've got an attack. If you had an attack event, then you would look that up in the events book. And then there's some random events tables and some names and what we got, new items, and there's your quests. So you'll generate your quest, and then you'll generate your quest reward and how difficult it is, and and random treasures. Settlements, there's your settlement table, and how there's 4 types of settlements. There's camps that you build yourself, there's villages, there's towns, and cities. Cities have pretty much a similar costing, and we'll go into settlements in another video again, but has a general consistency with what you'll find when you do a standard before your next quest phase in the main D100 rulebook. And then the others are like an augmented version of that, which we'll look at. Again, side quests as well as your ordinary quests. What we got, all your terrains and all the penalties and modifiers, and that again is on like your handy sheet. We've got it in note form here. So once you're actually away and playing the game, you don't really need to look at this table much. You'll just be using your map key. And what else we got? Unique treasures. So if you perform some of the higher end quests, there's some special treasures that you might come across. And then we're on to the sheets that you can download from MK Games website. So thanks for watching this video. This is just a bit of an insight into the new World Builder, and stay tuned because there will be some follow-up videos coming your way shortly. Thanks for watching.